What's going on, everybody? On today's episode, we will be discussing.
Man, we got to recap Bellator 300, what happened last weekend.
And we have some big news out of UFC 294. A new main event card is in that might be better than the original one. So we're going to see.
Man, we welcome our combat sports analyst, Devin Taylor, on to discuss this and more. Stay tuned to find out more.
Give me the bridge, y'all.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Bridge Now. I feel like busting loose. Give me the bridge now. I feel like busting loose now. There's only this because in boxing, one punch can change it, no matter who you are, no matter how good you are.
I love her because she from the hood though. From the hood though. She like really from the hood.
Loose make you feel fine. Talking about busting loose.
That Stock said Nate will never live that down. No, he won't. But it's not about it's about how he gets up.
They doing that. They doing that Wakanda scene when they was just like,
It's about your heart because you can get knocked down so many times and people can make fun of you, but it's about their resilience.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Look, welcome to another great episode of Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. We here today to make sure that we educate you, entertain you, and empower you. Make sure that you hit that like and that subscribe button and share this with the people that you care about the most. Other than that, we need to go ahead and get this show started. Ray, you already know what it is, man. Before we get the show started, first, I would like to introduce our guests. But before we do that, Ray, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm up in LA. You see the background a little bit different. I got an event tonight, but it don't stop the show. We still rocking and rolling.
We still rocking and rolling like we do, everybody. Hey, if you don't know, you need to know. We won an award for the best podcast of 2023. So I need for you all to hit that like and that subscribe button and let everybody know.
What you say?
I said we won an award. We won an award for the best podcast of 2023. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, baby. You ain't got no haters, and the team is getting bigger. Look, let me tell you how the team is getting bigger. I got to introduce one of the friends of the show that was live and in person at one of the biggest MMA events in history last weekend, right? We, of course, are talking about our MMA combat sports analyst, the one, the only, Mr. Devin Taylor, a.k.a. High Speed. He was in full effect, interviewing everyone. He did a fantastic, marvelous job, man. And we are excited to bring him back on to the show. Like, Ray, can we get him on? Can we get him on?
Let's go, Dev. Come on.
No, there he is. High Speed. He in the camera. He right in there. He right in there. Naima, what's going on? Thank you so much, Naima. Congratulations. She's saying congratulations for the awards. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that.
That's Nehemiah.
That's Nehemiah. I'm sorry. How did I read that name? I messed that name up all the way. I said that's Nehemiah.
hey, thanks, Nemo. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Nemo. Devin, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing God, man. I'm doing amazing. I'm still riding the high from this past weekend, man. Bellator 300 was crazy, and being there, feeling the power, and hearing the smack of the gloves, and seeing the guys in the back preparation. I'm telling you, man, it was like a buffet.
Man, that was phenomenal. Look, we have to jump right in. Nemo, look, Nemo said, Nemo, don't be giving out. What'd you say? Don't be giving my government name out. That's too funny. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna avoid giving out your government name. But man, let's recap back to this 300 Bellator. Look,
Liz Carmouche, she gave out her government name. Liz Carmouche, she ain't come to play this year.
She didn't come to play at all.
I don't think nobody want to mess with Liz Carmouche because definitely it's Carmouche, the champion. Yeah. That's
right,
great, bro.
Man, it was amazing. It started with us being all at the press conference, and then after that, you took it over from there, man. So leading up to the fight, what did you see from these fighters? And because we're going to jump right in because we had an opportunity to interview Liz Carmouche and also McFarland, who was our opponent, who actually missed weight, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She missed some weight, man.
She missed her weight. So, man, let's just jump right into it, man. So, what did you see, with Liz being the reigning supreme champion? TKO knocked her out in the 5th round, and that's her friend, her former training partner. What did you see with that fight? And did you know going in that Liz was going to put the smack down?
Yeah, well, I would say this, man. Fighting a teammate is a lot. Like, I've never experienced that, and I'm glad because it's hard. Because no matter what, like they said, when you in there sparring, you're not gonna go so hard with your teammate because you're still teammates. But when it's a fight, you have to go all out. But still, that's your friend. So leading up to this, though, what made this more interesting was Liz and McFarlane didn't train together for like more than 2 years. So it had time for them to go to the separate camps. With Liz came to Arena, which is where I train. Check us out. And she stayed over there at 10th Planet with Sports Combats. And they made a great fight. But when they came in, I even asked Liz personally, like, hey, so do you see like any holes or anything you're gonna work on? And Liz was like, well, I know we haven't been training together, so there's a lot of new moves. Which brings me to the point of I bet Elimine didn't think that Liz was going to come out with leg kicks. And those leg kicks changed the game. Once Liz saw she landed that solid leg kick, and you can hear it. Like I said, if you were there, it was just like a good smack, and the game changed. So people need to utilize the leg kicks more, and she did. And that capitalized on her. So Elimine couldn't shoot, because she likes to get her hands on her, and Liz wouldn't throw anything higher than a low kick because she didn't want to get taken down. So that was a great strategy, and it worked. And Liz, and still.
Yeah, you can see it happen when Liz kicked her right in the knee. Like, she was coming at her, she got kicked right in the knee, and she went down immediately.
Yeah. Well, I'll give Elimine some props though. She stood up every time after she got kicked down. She stood back up and kept trying, and got kicked down again. but good stuff though. Both ladies did an amazing job. Crazy.
Man, right? Man, both ladies did an amazing job. I'm looking forward to the next ideal fight. That would be Kana Watanabe. Ooh, I like that name. Kana Watanabe. It's going to happen in Japan, Konnichiwa, y'all. So, which is where Liz grew up, and she grew up in Okinawa. Okinawa. There we go. I gotta get my geographical location pronunciations down pat, but it's all right, baby, because it's a tongue twister. So, man, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I think Liz will do really well. I mean, she's a champ for a reason, and so I can't wait till y'all get back in the arena and train with her again when she gets ready for her next fight. So please keep us updated on that, man.
Yeah. And you had 2 female championships too, though. You had Chris Cyborg in there with my girl Kat Zingano. What happened with that one?
Man, so the wrap up on that was so going into this, Kat and Cyborg always had like a little chip on each other's shoulder, knowing that they were going to meet throughout the years. They both were in the UFC previously, and they never got a chance to meet in the UFC. So now here we are in Bellator, the second biggest organization, and they had a chance to finally meet. And I had a chance to personally ask Kat at the press conference. I was like, Kat, so do you think that, because everybody knows of Cyborg's power, are you expected the power to come? Or you're afraid of that? And Kat's reply was, well, everybody has grown, and I know that that's her spot, and I'm not really worried. I'm not looking at all of the past things I'm looking at now. Now, with that being said, the fight ended up exactly what we said. She felt the power of Cyborg, and like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face. Okay, so she got hit, and I guess Kat kind of felt that, and you could tell the whole demeanor changed. Cyborg took it to the ground, landed some hammer punches, and the fight was over. And Cyborg and Steel again.
Champ.
Yeah, they definitely ain't no Biz Markie friends. They
Oh, to add to that too, I want to throw y'all too. So after that, I don't know if y'all saw it. Cyborg was being a good sport. She walked over to Kat and to congratulate hey, thanks for taking the fight. Appreciate that. And Kat did not like. She was like, no, don't try to be my friend now. you know, so there was still, and then Cyborg was like, oh, okay. So there was some animosity. I got that a little bit in the post press office after. It's crazy. So there's a little something there, some sizzle. But that Leah McCourt is going to come up to fight Cyborg next, and I think that's going to be good. Well, she performed good the same night.
Yeah, Leah McCourt gonna come up. See, yeah, she fought last weekend. She earned her first round TKO. You know, I think she fought Sarah McMahon. So that was nice. You know, I did hit her on the story. You know, at officially Ringside, and I tagged her, and she liked it, and she sent something back. I was like, "Let's go, champ! Let's get it, baby!
Let's go, baby!"
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I think it's gonna happen. They said in Brazil or what's the other place?
Ireland place. Yeah.
Ireland.
That's pretty cool because it'll be in either one of them's home country. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, Cyborg was pushing for it. She said she want to go fight Brazil. So
yeah. I think that'd be awesome.
That's crazy. Cyborg defending her, you know, like 16. I think it's like a 16th title defense, man. Like Cyborg is like the GOAT of women's MMA, you know. And this is a little bonus for all of you guys because we love y'all on Ringside with Ray and Prince. So when I was at the press conference at the end, they asked Liz. It was like, so Liz, you know, you're the best in that weight class. You ever thought about going up to fight Cyborg? And she was like, nah. Cyborg is it. That's Cyborg. I got my weight class. Cyborg got hers. So if any of y'all thinking that's gonna happen, Liz is smart. There's weight classes for a reason,
right? Because I know that's like when your dad or your male guardian hit you with that belt, you like, ooh, that was power. What was that? All right, I'm good. You don't have to do it no more. You don't have to whip me no more. Please don't. It don't happen like that in the ring, in the octagon. I tell you that much, man.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Hey, talk about the main event. We had Usman. He earned his unanimous decision win over Brent Premise. And you know, so that was a striking masterclass.
Oh yeah, he struck them to death, man. So hey, this is funny, man, because I even asked him at the press conference, like, hey, Brent, we know that Usman, he's undefeated going into this fight, 17-0. We always know his background. We know who his cousin is. We know what they do, what they bring. I said, do you have what it takes? Do you have an answer? And he was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm a trainer too. I'm strong. I'm gonna punch him, you know, I'm gonna punch him in his face. Like, I think I got, you know. And then I looked over at the champ and I'm like, so champ, what do you think? Champ was like, no. So the guy has so much confidence, and being around him, guys, I'm telling you, like Ray and Prince, being around the champ, man, you can feel his aura. Like, he gives off that confidence, that samurai, like, you know, I know what I am and what I got, you know. And he was real cool, man. I was front row with him. I gave him some knuckles at the end, and I was like, champ, like, good job there. And I was like, you had a smirk on your face in round two. I noticed, like, round two, him and Brimus were exchanging, and Usman had like a little smirk, like a little like. I said, was that a sign that you realized he wasn't on your level? Is that what you realized? He was like, he looked over at his man. He was like, yeah. I was like, I thought so. And I was like, man, you get your name, yo. We're gonna give you your name. I said, but how about Sir Kicks a Lot? You like that? He was like, nah, I don't like that name. I said, okay, all right, champ. All right. I tried. He said he would call himself Diamond. I was like, let me see. Because I'm good at giving fight names, so I'm gonna come back to you, champ. He said, okay.
Yeah, not Diamond. This is not the Players Club. This is not the Limber Pepper Lounge. That's for the next show.
The green light is on. The green light. When you see the green light, that's money, baby.
Yeah, man. Amazing time, bro.
That was an amazing time, an amazing event. Had a blast covering all that and all that media. I mean, all the biggest names in the MMA arena, man. So we got to move on to the biggest MMA promotion in the world. Some breaking news about the next pay-per-view. UFC is happening. Look, man, we got Charles Oliveira. You know, he has been forced out of UFC 294 due to an injury he sustained late in sparring, which created a gash over the eyebrow that required stitches. What happened, man? Like, I love Charles Oliveira. Me and Ray, we was talking about that.
Yeah,
I hate that this happened to him.
We had picked Charlie.
Yeah,
me too. I said it. I remember I said on the last. I was like, dude, Bronx, bro. He gonna get that belt back. But
yeah, But
he just made a mistake here. He made a mistake with sport. And this is the thing too that comes with like me being a fighter, being on that side before. When you get closer to the fight, you do want to kind of amp up your sparring because you want to be more, you want to get as close as real to the fight as you can. But that's when you can have injuries, and then if you do, overcome or get an injury, you don't have enough time to heal from it. So, a lot of guys, good coaches that have you pull back your sparring when it gets closer to the match. Still do like some visuals, and some good hard maybe takedowns, but not a good out sparring because stuff like that can happen. Because he got cut, and then I think he was. They didn't tell Dana about it. Man, it was
I'm sure Dana was pissed off.
Oh boy, right?
Dana is not happy about this situation.
No, the boss, he was heated. He was heated. I heard him make some comments about that. He didn't like how they went around him. And speaking of that, Ray, Devin, so excuse me, and Ray too. Like, what do you think about that, Ray? I'm gonna ask you from like an owner's perspective. If you were Dana White, what would you think? And then Devin, I want to ask you, what do you think about that from a fighter's perspective? Do you think that he should have went around? What was he trying to do? What was he trying to hide? Like, talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I think you should be able to make sure that you're in line with the promoters and the owners, right? Because they put a lot of money on the line, a lot of time and energy on the line to make sure that these things happen. And a lot of times the promoters got to figure out, how do we set this up? How do we restructure? Can we save it? Or do we have to put something in? Now, he's struggling at the last minute to put a fight in. So I think it was kind of foolish that they didn't bring Dana into it, because I think Dana would have added some value to how you leverage this thing, set it up.
Right. I love that. I love that. What about yourself, Devin, from a fighter's perspective?
So from the fight, I would say, man, I know, deep down, because it's a big thing for one, Dubois want to get his belt back, man. And with a fighter's mentality, you would try to hide any way you can to try to get in there. Like, I can have a broken rib, but if it's going to get me out my fight, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to go in. It's happened with a lot of fighters. TJ Dillashaw did it when he had a shoulder injury. And, it's like a lot of fighters do it because it's an opportunity. You don't want this to pass up. Like, how much longer it's going to take for me to have to get back up if I don't get the shot now, So I can see what Charles was on that. But that's where the team comes in. Like, that's where his coaches and his managers need to come in and say, like, hey, Charles, like, this is something like we need to spit. We need to like tell Dana. And then I think Dana probably would have, the guy got connections. Like, I'm sure he probably would have had like maybe get it sewn in from the inside out or something, you know what I mean? And speed up the healing process. But with Charles not doing that, David it's like, Dana's daddy couldn't help him. Daddy couldn't help him this time, man. Like, he should have. I think they definitely missed the shot on that, but they reach for that now. So now look. Volkanovski about to come in there, boy.
Volkanovski fighting Islam, man. That's the new headline. I think this is their second fight, man. Who do you have against these two?
Ray. What you got, Ray?
Man, this is tougher than the thought process of the first one, man. Because I my son said he picking Volkanovski, but I'm gonna go with Islam, man. I'm gonna go with Islam.
Islam did get that first nod.
I'm gonna go with Islam to stay in there again, man.
Man.
It's late in the whole thing for Volk to come in, man. Volk's a beast, but it's late to come in, and I know Islam was training for Oliveira, but man, I think he ready, man.
You got a huge point, Ray. Huge point there, man. I wish I wasn't recording this. They wouldn't hear me. They wouldn't hear me say who I'm gonna pick. But I'm gonna have. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Charles was my man because I knew he had a reason to get back. Getting his belt. Mm-hmm. Now, Volkanovski has already fought Islam once. It was very close. That was a close fight.
Yes.
So he got a chip on his shoulder. He know, like, well, I was that close, I can get it.
Right.
To add to that, Islam also knows Volkanovski now.
Right.
Yes, he was training for Charles, but he had a full camp, a full 3-month camp. Volkanovski didn't have a full camp. It's a 10-day notice.
Mm.
So with all of that, I'm going to say Islam's going to keep his belt. Islam's going to keep his belt.
I like that.
Volkanovski's going to make it tough, though. I mean, man, I like him. And a lot of people don't know, like, Volkanovski used to be a heavyweight. He was like over 200 pounds and played rugby back in the day. So he cut all the way down, and now he's at 45. So, like, him making that weight is easier, and he has long arms. But, man, I don't know. I'm going to go Islam.
Yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, I would go with the person that's more in shape because they can go to 4 rounds, all 5 rounds. And that plays a big part, especially if 10 days before you like, oh, I'm still in good shape. But if you took like a week or 2 off, you're not in fighting shape, So you rushing to make sure that you can get back in the ring and fight and trying to get as many spar matches in to simulate, anything that's close to the fight that you're going to get into. I mean, I think he has a chip on his shoulder and he has a lot of adrenaline rush and anger to fuel him. But after you get tired, that anger goes away. You still got to have that endurance, that muscle memory that you just created to make sure that you can fulfill the fight and fight to the very end. So I'm looking forward to it. I definitely don't see Volkanovski taking this one with such a short notice. That's the only reason why. That's my educated and logical opinion on that one, man. So
Dana is daddy.
Dana
is daddy. He don't pull these fights off, man. He got when Paulo Costa went out, then he pulls in Kamaru Usman to fight somebody else. Man, I mean, this is crazy.
Nigeria Nightmare.
How he pulled both of these together, like, man, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the resources are there to put these fights together last minute. Right. And he pulled together, like you said, it's probably even a better card for this time.
Can y'all speak on that real quick? That Khamzat one.
That part.
Man,
let's go,
bro. Just real quick, man. Hey, Kamaru Usman. You my dude.
Yes.
You my dude. When he say put some respect on my name, that's my dude. The Nigerian Nightmare. He did a lot.
Yes.
Now. The guy's great at making weight. He's been a wrestler all his life, right? His knees are wearing and tearing, not overweight, but wearing and tearing. Coming into this, he has a better shot because his cardio is going to be a lot better. Again, he's coming up from 70 to 85, so he's cutting less weight. But Khamzat is just on a different path, and he has a different aim, and this guy is just lethal, and he don't care who in front of him. He has like we want to show everybody he's the best, and he's going to do that. This is a big test to add to that again, because he's not going to have to cut the weight either. When Khamzat came in the UFC first, he was fighting at 170. It's hard for him to make 170. When he had to fight Diaz, or we had to fight Kevin Holland, he couldn't make 170. He missed weight both times, But now he gets to make the weight to 85. He's gonna be a beast. So, yeah, I love you, Kamar. You're my dude, man. But I'm gonna have to pull for Khamzat.
Hey, 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight, man. But if you can remember, Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, he did wrestle at 184. So I don't know if that weight is
that's what I said. Like, he can make the weight. Yeah, he good at the weight.
Right.
Man, oof. The youngness too, the age, like Khamzat was 25 or 27. Like, he's young. Kamar's in his 30s. Like, that's gonna be like a good place too. But we're gonna be there front row. I can't wait. Let me sit right in front of my screen like this.
Watching everything as it transpires. Who you got, Ray? Who you got for that one?
I'm going with the old Nigerian, man. I think he's going to set up and shock the world, man.
Let's go. Okay.
In his whole space, there's always that chance for the veteran to come out and show that one more time I can do this daggone thing. So I'm going with the old man. But Khamzat, like, literally in my head, I know I got Khamzat, but my heart's telling me.
Right, my heart is indifferent. My heart is telling me Khamzat, right? But my head is telling me just go with the Nigerian Nightmare. But the Nigerian Nightmare might have some nightmares on this one, man, because again, it's that short notice, right? And to get into to the battle mindset is a totally different thing, right? You always in that mindset, but when you know you're about to fight someone 3 months in advance, the preparation is completely different. And so when you get that phone call 10 days in advance, it's like you got to turn on the switch and then turn on the switch and be like, okay, did I have this? Do I have this in my bag? Like, okay, I've been working on these moves. All right, right. So he doesn't have all of his tools and not oiled and ready to go in my head. Right, but I could be wrong. He could be gonna get on there and act like a spider monkey and be all on top of him. But again, you just gotta factor in those things.
Shout out to our girl Ashley Spider Monkey Yoda fight.
Ashley Yoda. Let's go. Ashley, gonna put it down. Let's go.
Let's go, Ashley Yoda. Shout out to Ashley Yoda. She's getting ready for UFC this weekend, so that's gonna be awesome. Look, man, we gotta wrap it up. Devin, we gotta go ahead and let you go, man. Thank you for coming on Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. We will be covering a lot more combat sports events now. And now that Devin is a part of the team, make sure y'all go and follow him at @highspeed_. His name should be up on the screen. You already know. You see it, man. And make sure that y'all go and follow @official Ringside Show as well. And give us your updates. Communicate with us. Send us in some of your NFL picks. Make sure that you send us in who you think is going to win these next UFC, Bellator matches, Cage Warrior matches, Epic Fighters matches. Let us know, man. We want to engage with our audience. Please talk to us, and share this with everybody else so we can all be in a group chat talking about who you think is going to be the next champ. And so it is, man. So, Devin, thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you soon, man. We got to take this out, man. And that's done. We need to tease the full episode that's coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific. And it's really funny because there was a bet that happened that someone had to complete. Can we get a throwback teaser, please? You already know it's time for us to bring out the analyst, Miss Ashley Ross, the best NFL analyst in the game. Let's go.
If y'all win in week 5, I will buy and wear some cowboy gear on here. But if you lose, you're going to have to wear some 49er merch.
It's a terrible, terrible time, man. It sucks right now. I'm hurting. I feel bad about what happened with my team. I'm troubled. I'm broken down.
Man, why Ashley do me like that?
I don't know. I don't know why she did you like that, man. She came in. She was just like, you're going to have to wear it, man. So please make sure that y'all stay tuned and watch the episode. It's going to be hilarious and fun. We went in, and, man, Ashley is getting a little bit more and more confidence because she out here trying to knock people out and kick people while they down. So, you already know what it is. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow for that episode. It's going to be great, man. And now it's time to get into Stand Above the Ropes. Ray, man, look, Regina said, Ray, I feel your pain, baby. I feel your pain. Sorry that you're going through it. You still them boys. So,
we still them boys. We still them boys.
Y'all go ahead and speak.
It's just in a little softer tone.
Yeah. We still them boys.
Lower your voice when you speak to me.
Look, man, I'm going to jump into Stand Above the Ropes. Look, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But what I will say is I'll point at stuff and I'll remind you what you should be doing. Right now, if you read the book called The Intelligent Investor, Warren Buffett, he did not write the book, but he did write the foreword to that book. And one of the things that he said was, when there's blood in the street, that's when you should be buying and investing. And I just learned about investing probably 2-3 years ago, but I'm heavily into it. And I would not be the person that I am if I did not say to anybody, look, learn how to invest in the 5 pillars of wealth. So wherever you are, just write something down real quick and listen to the 5 pillars of wealth. 5 pillars of wealth. I wrote this down. So it's commodities. So that's oil or precious metals, which is gold or silver. Make sure you got IUL. Look into an IUL. What is that? That's Index Universal Life Insurance. So make sure that you can invest in that. That's a way to insure your money and make sure that you have money for your future self. We got crypto or speculative assets, speculative markets, which is the crypto market or the stock market. Make sure that you invest in that. Know what you're investing to. Don't just invest in the product that's hot. Invest in the company. Do your research. Understand what you're investing into. Real estate It's good for tax purposes, and make sure that you invest in businesses. Once you invest in business, you'll always have cash flow coming in. So that's the advice that I want to give to you today, because right now it's getting pretty difficult in our economic system, in our society. And if you read Ray Dalio's book, the New World Order, Changing World Order, he tells you about what's going on right now. So I just want to share that information because I want to make sure that you have the information that you need so you can apply it, and so it can become wisdom and knowledge, and you can pass it on to the next generation. All right. So that's my stand above the ropes, knowledge and wisdom, words of wisdom. So just want to share that with you.
Love it, love it. Mine is just real simple. Stay consistent, solid. You stay on your path. You stay locked in on your path. No one can knock you out of where you need to be. Mm-hmm. So stay consistent and solid. Follow that path. You know, you're gonna get naysayers. You're gonna get people that's gonna try to push you off your line, push you off your target, push you off your path. But stay consistent, stay solid, keep locked in. You'll get there.
Man. And with that, we're going to close out the show. Look, thank you for joining us for another great episode of Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. Make sure that you hit that like and the subscribe button, because why? We are here to educate you, entertain you, and empower you. So share this with the people that you care about. And also know this, you got to check out our channel, because we were not just nominated, we won an award for the best podcast this last weekend at the 7th annual Hopper Awards. And your boys took home the gold, baby. You already know. Where the trophy at? Oh, man, the trophy is downstairs. But we're going to have the trophy on here. We're going to be showing it every single time. It's going to be in the background, man. Look, Ringside with Ray and Prince is dropping every Tuesday morning. That's our podcast, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. And this week, we will have the one and only choreographer of them all. I call her the GWOAT she was the host of Rap City. And if you don't know who she is, you need to check her out. Her name is Leslie Segar on the show to discuss how she got started in the dance arena, how she was dancing with Michael Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Bobby Brown.
Puffy. She talk about Puffy. She talk about it all. Big legs. That's my girl. The Prince was all giddy.
Man, look, I just had a really good time. It's just awesome to see someone that has done incredible things and is very humble and wanted to be on our show in the presence of greatness with Ray Leonard Jr. and Prince Daniels Jr. So that's what I was proud about, man. Also, we proud about some other stuff as well. Ray, what else we proud about, man?
Yeah. Thank you, Regina, Paul. We're glad to see you, brother. Thanks for hopping on. Make sure you check out Big Les and Tigger and all them on the Rap City documentary on BET too. But we're also proud to announce that we partner with Electricast, where we bring you the up close and personal ringside and VIP access to some of the biggest names in sports, business, and entertainment, as we talk about some of the best stories, biggest life lessons, and things learned on their journeys to become elite performers. It's Ringside, baby. The brand is growing. Our team is growing. Try and keep up. And we out.
And we out. What we always say, peace.
Wow.
Give me the bridge, y'all.
I feel like busting loose.